Hello, everyone. You are watching the 2025 Disability and Neurodivergence special on GDQ Hotfix, which is live today and tomorrow, November 29th and 30th. My name is Anarchy, and we are getting close to the end of the night, but we're not quite done yet. Just a reminder of what we are doing here. We are supporting the Autistic Women and Nonbinary Network in their quest to provide community support and resources for autistic women and gender and non-binary people through disability justice, gender and racial equity, and neurodiversity and trans liberation. This event, we are partnering with Twitch with the Twitch charity tool as part of Together for Good. So if you'd like to donate towards AWN, you can click the donate button underneath your stream. And if you're on mobile, you can also type !donate in the chat to donate. But with that, to end things off for the night, we have Drex and Friends with Puggsy Any Percent, another run I have been looking forward to all night. So good luck, have fun, and take it away.
Puggsy's not showing up on the screen right now, but he'll pop up here in a second. On commentary tonight, I've got my good friends Tristan and Sharif, who are all-stars of the Kuso scene. So they're here commentating a not bad game, right? This isn't a bad game, right?
Never, I'd never say that.
No, I think it's pretty solid. So it's a solid, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Just a quick rundown on this run. We're going to be doing the any percent route. We won't see all the levels in the game. This game kind of works in a similar fashion to like Super Mario World, if you can believe that or not, where we're going to have to find the exit in each level. There is a level that has 2 exits in the any percent route, just one single that will take both exits. It's a physics-based puzzle platformer with something called total object interaction. So everything you see in the game can be interacted with in one way or another, and the objects can also interact with one another. So it makes for some real fun. And before I get started here, just want to say thanks to GDQ for having me here. As someone who deals with an invisible disability, this is a super duper important charitable cause and event for me. I have an autoimmune form of arthritis called psoriatic arthritis. So that does make playing video games fast difficult sometimes, but I think I like to use the platform to show people that even if you do have something that limits you a little bit, you can still play a video game really fast and really well. And with that, we will get going here. Time is going to start as soon as I hit start. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
So I guess I should start off the tradition. Here's Puggsy.
What is Puggsy?
Yeah, we always debate what is Puggsy. I think my offering for this one is Puggsy is a Dragon Quest slime trying to mimic a slightly deflated football.
That was not rehearsed, and I was not expecting that.
My favorite suggestion from running this at SGDQ last year was that he's Dad Bod Cubert. So I think that's pretty accurate.
I like
but
we will have time later on to if anybody has any suggestions for what Puggsy might be. I think we will have time to read those out later. So you get those in. Let's see. Here early on, as Drex said, the game is physics-based. Everything interacts with each other practically. A lot of what you're going to see Drex do is picking up objects and pogoing off of them in various ways, either holding them and using them as an anchor to fling over gaps, or throwing them on the ground and then jumping off of them as they bounce, just to kind of skip around puzzles and get extra jump height and jump distance and whatnot. We're going to see a couple of examples of that here. Like there's an object fling. That's a term I made up. I'm totally sure that's not what it's called. But also we have some hard-coded interactions here, like Drex gives that squirrel statue a tree nut and the door opens. Now here, thing about bosses. No boss here is very smart. They will fire their weakness at you. This bird is weak to fish. It fires fish at you. Drex picks a fish up, throws it back at the boss, and knocks him off the boat, and that's the first boss down.
Yeah, the bosses all have extremely good names as well. So
I don't know the name for that one.
Poly Pirate was the name of that one. And that one right there was a big
They get better. They get better.
Jumped over the fire there. Usually you have to go through a big, long puzzle to put out the fire, but that's slow. And then we got a lot going on here, so I'm going to throw a key seemingly just randomly across the room here. But actually, there is a lock that we need to hit with this key. But we also need a second item to take over all the way to the right. So I'm going to throw the key and then pick up the item that I need to take to the right, rather than taking 2 trips here, hopefully.
This is the Kobe one, yeah.
That was a bad throw. So we have to kind of do a little backup here. Have to hope. Okay, cool. The key is close by, so that doesn't matter. We just grab that.
Yeah. So the key was supposed to just hit that lock and open it because the key made contact with it. You don't need to be holding the key to actually open anything, but just a little bit off. It's all good.
There's like a wobbly audio cue that tells you that you've unlocked the...
Yeah, basically, if you hear it bounce only once, then you'll get the correct throw there, but that's fine.
We're going to make Puggsy cool here.
Yeah, these sunglasses. Look how cool he is now.
Never in my life have I been as cool as Puggsy is in this moment.
Also,
Absolutely.
I grabbed this 10-pound weight here because Puggsy, even though he's really cool and whatnot, he also apparently weighs less than a piece of paper because he can be thwarted by a simple house fan. So we have to carry that weight to get by that fan there.
It's a shockingly recurring theme in this game, too. It happens several times.
Yeah, most of Puggsy's weight at this point is the sunglasses. Like 90% of his weight consists of the sunglasses. Also, why does Puggsy hold the gun like that? He's running around with his blunderbuss. It's like one-handed blunderbuss, and he's like holding it in front of his face.
No one taught him proper firearm safety, I guess.
He knows what he's doing. He was raised by the streets. He knows what he's doing.
There we got our...
I've never seen a blunderbuss with aim down sight.
Welcome to 2025. Let's go. Or 1993 or whenever this game was made.
All right, so we did get our sneakers here. So sneakers are the actual power-up that we need in this run. They make us jump twice as high and twice as fast. And here we've got a little bit of a switch puzzle. So what I'm going to try to do is try to get that remote over to the right here. It didn't go to the right. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a safety strat here, and I'm going to take that guy out. For world record, you don't do that safety strat, but you just do all this and jump across. We need one more object here, so I'm going to hope. Okay, we're good. This puzzle calls for you to use 4 switches there, but I'm only going to use 3 because I figured out a way to make it work with 3, but then it didn't work, so we have to go get another ball anyways, and hopefully we don't have to reset the level.
This is a game.
Nope. It didn't work again.
Boy.
This has never happened before.
There it is. There it is.
I thought you said you were getting all those out and
We
set
told
up.
you.
There we go.
told you.
All right, we're out of there. All right.
So this is the second boss, one raccoon.
Yeah, this is just definitely one giant raccoon, right? Like, there's no way it could be anything else.
No. This is one raccoon with this detachable hands, as raccoons have, as we know. So this seems all on the up and up as far as I'm concerned. Also, we're just face tanking damage. There's no reason to solve anything here.
Yeah, you'll win the DPS race here. The raccoon just always goes where he needs to go to be hit as long as you follow the pattern Drex is following on the buttons on the floor to open the hatches at the top, and you face tank. You do want to take the final hit close to the edge of the screen, though, to get him off screen faster.
Hey, we got it. Oh my goodness, it was 3 raccoons.
Wait,
Three
that's
raccoons?
right. It's 3 raccoons in a trench coat. I keep forgetting that happens. Ugh. One of these days I'm going to remember.
It's a plot twist.
Also, the plot of this game is that Puggsy, he lost his spaceship. He crashed it into this planet, and these giant raccoons, for whatever reason, they just decided that they were going to take his spaceship. For whatever reason. So that's why we're
doing all this.
His spaceship's made out of wood, which makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
And
so it's my theory that the raccoons took it just because they want to wash it for him. And I will actually be able to prove this later on.
I'm excited.
All right, so here we're going to throw this duck, and we're going to bounce off the water. Perfect, we got it first try.
Yeah, the strat for that level is you're supposed to build a bridge across that entire moat, and Puggsy's too cool for that. We throw a rubber duck in the water, and because he weighs nothing, just bounce off it.
Yeah, we try to avoid the water whenever possible too, because walking in water is like walking in very thick molasses, and we just don't want that.
Oh boy. Okay, cool. We got it. He took the correct bounce there.
So what is the deal with that cat there? It's like invincible, and it becomes invincible again by opening the trapdoor or something?
One of the badgers or whatever the heck it is there carries the key, and it is impervious to damage, but if you just open the trapdoor, it falls down and drops the key. And actually, it instantly dies when it hits the trapdoor. It doesn't even like fall down the trapdoor or anything. It just dies and drops the key for whatever reason.
Okay. So I believe that that level was what we call Sneaker Mall, Sneaker Town. That's where you can get a backup pair of shoes if you're lost yours at this point.
Yep. Which we don't want to lose sneakers.
No, so never want to take a hit after you get them.
Yeah, the sneakers and the sunglasses are both extra hit points. It's like a one-hit kill kind of game, except that you get these extra hit points.
You got to go for the backup.
In addition to making it look cool, it gives you sunglasses make you cool, but they also give you an extra hit point.
Yeah, and you may be thinking, Drex did this level already. Well, we're going both routes here because to finish the game, you gotta defeat every boss. And from here, one way is the speedrun route, and the other way is a boss. We got to go out of our way to get it, then go back and go the other way.
Right, and here we're gonna take this match, and we're gonna light this match. And then we are just gonna seemingly do another thing where we just look like we're just tossing this down here, but if I toss it right, well, I can toss it perfect and somehow it bounces up straight up and down on an angle. There we go.
There it is.
And that should light a rope over there, which drops a weight onto a catapult, slings me the key, and that's how we get out of here. Makes perfect sense.
Physics engine. This is a physics engine on the Genesis. It is a technical marvel, but every now and then something weird like that happens.
All right, and here we go. This is
particular. Yes, here we go.
Oh, I love this. So Drex is gonna. Oh, you got it?
Yep, I got it. The old strat used to be to stack up 6 coins there to hit this trigger, but we found that we can just re-grab the coin and dunk it in there and kind of hang out, and it will hit the trigger. And we got it pretty quick there. And then this is the flower mouse, and the flower mouse was nice to us. Wow.
Nice. That was good RNG. Eat your heart out
for a moment.
This is going to be a pretty slow level here, so if we got any kind of updates we want to do, this is the time.
Sure, I sure do. We've got several donations here coming in support of AWN Network. We had $25 from Cookie Mom. We also had $15 from some egrets, and then we had $5 from GTG Walk My Rock. So thank you all so much. All of those are going towards the Autistic Women and Nonbinary Network. So we really appreciate it, and thank you.
And so here what we're doing is we basically just have these switches that we have to hit with these flower bags. So we just have to hit these other switches in a certain order. The other thing we didn't explain yet is the remote. With the remote, you can see where there's an eyeball. So if you use the remote, anywhere there's an eyeball, you can see. And there will be some other uses of that later in the run. This is our... Is our second boss or
the
third
Incredible
boss?
Machine boss.
Yeah.
Boss 3, the Incredible Machine.
Love that game.
And so, yeah, you're just basically hitting these switches to grab this flower bag out of the midair and drop it on the head of the boss.
Also,
luckily,
if you play this game casually, this is a very complicated boss.
Yeah, they made that look way too easy. It's actually so complicated that, for whatever reason, they made that boss only have 3 hit points instead of the normal 7 hit points that every other boss has. This is going to be...
Now it's mummy time.
Yeah, this is another instance of using the remote with an eyeball here.
Yeah, so we're controlling this thing who follows Puggsy on the x-axis, and every 4 seconds will jump. So, you know, you're trying to control the mummy to move through this area. There's a switch at the end only the mummy can hit. Oh no. And
should be okay though.
You have no control over it jumping. It's every 4 seconds.
Oh boy, this one. Okay, there we go. Now we're back on track here.
There we go. Yeah, one metaphor I use for this is imagine you're at a bus stop and a bus comes every 4 seconds. You know what? Except the bus is moving vertically.
It's a
and can
vertical
clip through the
bus.
ceiling, apparently.
It's a wooden spaceship.
It's a wooden bus, and it moves vertically every 4 seconds. I've lost this metaphor. Let's end the level here. We're gonna move on to stage 18.
Oh, nice. We got the door quick. So we're just throwing the balls into the teleporter down there, and it hits a switch. We want a mud guy to drop down here first and go to the right and hit that switch. Basically, there's two guys there. They can both hit different switches. If the gun guy gets down there first, he opens a switch, and really fast mummy will get you. So you want to avoid that.
I think my favorite Puggsy call out is from chat. Amoya head missing, or the creamy nougat shell of Amoya head missing its shell.
Here we just have a little shapes puzzle. So we have to put these shapes onto this pole up here and toss that one up there. You need to go down there and take an extra one with you so that you can jump over and grab that last piece. Here's our fourth boss. This boss is called So Pharaoh, So Good.
This is probably the most straightforward boss as far as not having really weird contrived mechanics, because it's a standard platformer affair. You hit the button on the floor and a thing shoots the boss for you. That's all there is to it here.
We missed the fast kill, but we got the second fastest kill there.
There you go, and now it's deflating.
Man, the entire game's about bullying raccoons. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. The raccoons kind of started it, I feel like.
That's fair. They did try to steal Puggsy's ship to wash it.
She needed to be clean.
Yeah, shout outs to the trees.
Oh, nice. We got up there really quick.
This is a great background.
Yeah, the really weird background.
If you look closely here, too, you may notice that there's some gravestones there that say Wiz and Liz. So didn't know Wiz and Liz were dead, but rip Wiz and Liz, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact, one of my first speedruns was Wiz and Liz.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Traveler's Tale.
I hear you just run from the Grim Reaper.
We got to reset here. The Grim Reaper got a little close.
So you're running from the Grim Reaper. You're trying to knock down these stones hanging from the trees to slow the Grim Reaper down. He will catch you if you don't, if you don't do that.
The nice thing about this
otherwise,
game,
it's just running to the right.
Really nice thing about this game is that you can reset any stage, because there are several things that would be soft locks if you couldn't. So if you just hit start and then all A, B, and C at the same time, it just takes you right out of the stage. You don't have to complete the stage prior like you would in a Super Mario World or something like that. You can just get out of anything you want.
That stage, you just water bounce off of an orb, and then you vault with a second orb. I have no idea what the intended strat there is, and for this stage, you go to the right. That's it.
Hold on, what? Hold on, can you repeat that? Sorry.
You go to the right.
Oh, okay. Now I'm following.
Yeah.
I got you.
It's complicated speed tech, I know, to go to the right as quickly as you can, but that is just another way this game is like Super Mario World, or at least so I hear. I'm not a Super Mario World player. We're here for Puggsy.
This is a superior game anyway, so it's kind of fine.
Yeah, so in my notes for this, I just have giant skip Drex will explain.
Okay, I'm going to explain here. So there are these 3 lanterns that block this railroad track here. You see them right there. There's one of them. The intended method to beat this level is to take 2 dynamites, blow up those lanterns, and then use the 3rd dynamite to get pushed down a little space down here with the minecart. The minecart can travel down there once you blow those up. But instead of doing that, we're just going to exploit the physics engine, and we're going to toss this off here, and we're going to hopefully hit the correct angle here to bounce it down here and blow this barrier up, which will then allow Puggsy to leave. Nope. Okay. Shh. What am I doing wrong?
You have this complicated routine you're supposed to do to push that keg under there with an object, and let's just bounce it off this 45-degree angle incline here. I mean,
It'll work.
Yeah.
It'll work eventually. There we go.
There we go.
There it is. See?
First try every time.
There is a way faster strat to do that my buddy White Stars came up with. He's actually one of my real-life friends who happened to start running this game as well and found a ton of tech in this game. But his strat is very, very dangerous, and you only get one shot at it. It involves, instead of going to that spot and throwing the TNT, you will take it right to that angle and you'll jump up in the air and then slam the TNT down. But it's really dangerous, so we don't do that in marathons.
For this, if you think there's something more under the hood going on than Drex is controlling a kettle, no, that's it. That's what's happening here, is Drex is using those switches to move that kettle around to eventually use it as a platform. For this coming stage, really good face incoming. Amazing face. Get your
there it is,
get
right there.
Your pogs ready. Yeah.
I'm glad we have the shades for that, because it's twice as cool with the shades.
For stage 27, we want to tempt fate with a volcano. We have a snow-covered volcano, and we want to open it and go inside, because that seems like an incredibly wise thing to do as a action game protagonist. So we defeat this raccoon, we take this powder keg, and we blow the volcano open.
Ooh, okay, we made it. Oh boy.
And almost get erupted on.
All right. Oh no, we lost our sneakers. Okay.
boy.
Oh boy, time for backup shoes at the next opportunity.
Yep. So normally we would only need to use 2 of these orbs here to get up, but since we lost our shoes, we're gonna have to use them all, and that's okay.
Yep, shoes double your jump height, and we don't have that right now. I don't know what these objects are supposed to be, but they stick to the wall at very specific locations, and you build a staircase out of them.
And also, if you don't jump right away, you fall through them, which is something I'm learning right now for the first time.
Their collision holes are like circles or something. I don't know what's up with that.
You have to buffer every single jump there to make that. This is the best boss in the game, by the way. This is
Shoutouts to Twinkle Toes.
the official name of this boss is Halitosis the Dragon, but Twinkle Toes is a much more fitting name, I think. As you can see, this boss spits the newly re-released Mr. Pibb at you, and if you get hit by the Mr. Pibb, you're in trouble. Also, you can get double hits on this boss. I am doing a terrible job of showing that as being something you can do. So, but it's okay. Going a little bit slower here. There we go. We got a double hit. Just means you get more Puggsy time, and who doesn't want that?
I love how smug he looks.
It's a good face and good toes, so it's both of those.
So we got
double
flashlight. We got the flashlight puzzle coming up here.
We got to go back for sneakers real quick, though.
Oh, right, yeah.
I can explain the flashlight puzzle, though, while we grab this. So we're going to go to this next level. It's going to have a flashlight puzzle. Normally, what you do is use the flashlight to find these spots on the wall where you're going to put corresponding letters. The letters are M, R, and C, which corresponds with M.R. Chudley, who was, M.R. Chudley is the developer of Wiz and Liz, also good friends with John Burton, who's the developer of this game. But since we already know where these tiles go, we will skip using the flashlight and we will just shoot these ghosts with this ghost blaster. They will drop our drop our things here. Oh, boy. Okay. There's the M. The R goes there.
Romance fan.
Yeah, see, that's what in my head, that's what it is, but we're out of there.
Perfect. We got a giant skip here where we're gonna throw a box and do a specific bounce off of it to basically skip an entire like alchemy make a potion puzzle.
That involves cutting the legs off of a frog, so I don't like doing that. So we're just gonna do we're gonna do what is basically the equivalent of a shell jump here.
So much SMW tech in here. I love it.
I have definitely heard that's an SMW thing at some point.
Try this again. I threw it one tile too early there. And do that, and then we're going to do that, and we're going to get out of there. There we go. That's the skip. That saves you like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
This level's actually
and a frog.
Miserable.
Yeah. And a frog. I saw when I was a young boy, my father took me to see the Puggsy in the chat, and that made me giggle.
Yep. That's why I was laughing earlier, because I read it in chat.
Yeah, we got mentions of regrabs in chat, and like I've been watching GDQ a long time, and every time SMW comes on, there's an amazing explainer of regrabs, and I think at this point I can say with confidence that I still have no idea what a regrab is.
We got this bird going a little... Okay, we're going to try to kill the bird. There we go. Sorry, bird. Oh, no. Again. All right. It's fine. We'll just go back for sneakers again. It's no big deal.
Let's go.
So the sunglasses don't do anything for you but absorb a hit, and you would think they would go first, but no, it's the sneakers that go first.
For maximum inconvenience.
Maximum cool, too.
We need an extra gem here without the sneakers, so I've got to do some physics here. There we go.
There you go. That's just gaming right there.
Usually we can just jump up there.
Yeah, we had another example there of needing to hold an object to be able to walk into like a $10 Walmart fan. It's just a little pedestal fan standing in the level, and if you're not holding an object, Puggsy won't have the momentum to get past it.
Constitution of a sheet of paper.
We're revisiting Sneakers Town here. It's actually been a long time since I've had to visit Sneakers Town more than once, so it's kind of nice that it's happening, during a marathon run. You love to actually mess up during marathon runs to show the backup strats, because that's what we have the backup strats for, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're having fun.
Yeah. You're doing a speed run. Everything seems too easy. You got to make it look hard, man.
I like a little bit of scuff in my speedruns. I mean, look at what I'm involved in. But
yeah, that's right. We're both Kuso people, so that's where it's fair enough.
All right, so this is another long level. Basically, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be throwing this object down alternating pipes. We need to do a certain amount of times to unlock a door down here. We need an object specifically to open that door. There is a hint of a Roman numeral 6 down there, and that is what you need is a 6-sided object. So obviously a circle turns into a heart, and then a heart turns into something with 3 sides, and so on. This is also a little bit of a longer level, so if we got any more donations, this is a great time for them.
Yeah, I do want to share that we, again, are raising money for the Autistic Women and Nonbinary Network. In particular, we are using the Twitch charity tool as part of Together for Good. So if you donate $5 or more, you'll be able to get a heart badge from Twitch. You get one of those cool heart badges. The $5 one is pink. And then after that, when you donate a cumulative of $50 or $100, you will also get additional badges. So the 50 one is green, and then the $100 cumulative one is green and pink. So you get some awesome badges. So you can click to donate. You can click donate to charity under the stream, or you can also type !donate in chat to get your heart badge today.
I heard if you donate enough, you get the Puggsy heart as a badge. It's just a rumor. Also, 6-sided object here is obviously a giant nut. So there we go. That's how we get out of the stage.
Just gonna let that pass.
All right, complicated level here. Try not to die.
I mean, I figured you would just pick up the key and walk to the left and take it to the end. What's the problem?
So if you take the key to the left there, it hits that switch, drops you down a hole, and you can't get out. So what we need to do is take this key, pop it on this balloon, inflate the balloon because Puggsy is 90% helium apparently. Oh no, not again.
Oh no.
All right.
The amazing 3-shoe run.
We may not make it up here in time to grab this key. Yeah, the key is gone. We got to go get shoes again. All right. We'll go do a different backup sneaker place here, and we'll get to show off a little bit more of the game. So you may remember the cool level here where you get the pogged out Puggsy going down the hill. We'll get more of that. Just look at him go.
You get even more of it because without shoes, this is a little bit slower too.
It wants a pogged out Puggsy here.
Yeah.
And instead of going to the right, we're going to go to the left. The left opens up another branching path. And there just happens to be conveniently some sneakers right here, and you can just grab them and get out of the level.
Nice.
All right, let's go try this again. This level is hard. There's no real easy way to do it. You are kind of at the mercy of the physics engine working with you here, and you have to kill both of these badgers that run by. Badgers or bears, I don't know what they are. Creatures, woodland creatures. For whatever reason, Puggsy likes killing woodland creatures, and they're in this weird pipe factory for whatever reason. So here we go again.
These things just jump at random and will ruin your day if they decide to jump when you're trying to go at them.
They jump right after the edge of that barrel there, so try to set up in a spot where I can kill them quickly, but you can't jump very high there, so it's really hard to set up the jump.
Here we get to see Puggsy being a strongman, you know, the old gimmick of taking a cannonball to the stomach. We're actually going to skip a pretty complicated thing here by just catching this cannonball and using it as a as a fulcrum to bounce over stuff.
And there's a desk fan again that we got to get past, and then we're just going to do that, and we're out of there.
Hey, really quickly, I would like to shout out, we've got a bunch of donations here to push us to over 3.7K.
Heck yeah.
$12 from The Legend of Girk, $5 from Dread Optimus, $5 from Arkrens, and $5 from Soccer Zub. So thank you so much for donating towards AWN Network.
Hell
Heard
yeah.
some friends in there. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I heard some friendly names there. But, you know,
Drex
anybody who
and the,
likes Puggsy is my friend, so... All right.
True.
This is the spiky ball. That's all you need to know about the spiky ball, is that the spiky ball is one of the objects in the game that you cannot directly interact with. You have to use another object, and we have to push it up this hill and push it to the other side pedestal. And so, yeah, there we go. We got a bad bounce, and that is the worst because we have to reset the level.
Yeah, you actually can't reach that.
No, you can't get that out of there. Drex sent me some liner notes to kind of help me get acclimated with the run. And for this stage, the only note was spiky ball frowny face. That's it.
That's the most accurate way to describe it. So this time we'll obviously get it really quickly because we had to reset and everything, right?
One would hope.
There it is.
No. Oh, boy. Okay.
And I'm sure if you dug into this, there would be like physics engine subpixels and everything, because there is no consistent way to just do this. You kind of just bang it with the barrel and hope it works.
Yep, yeah, there we go. That should be good.
There we go. That's the stuff.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. We're still not out of the woods here yet. We have to get it to go over here. There we go.
There it is.
There.
Whew. Also, shout outs. I saw my wife donated $5. Thanks, my wife, for donating $5. All right.
Those $5. We also had another $15 from Ashton Strick. So thank you so much once again.
Yeah, heck yeah. All the friends coming out tonight. I love it. All right, this is the last level of the game.
It's just a maze.
It's a maze. We're going to just drop down here, and we're going to get to our last boss. And this is the last boss. As you can see, they fixed Puggsy's wooden spaceship there. It's hanging in the background. They just got it hanging up there, ready for him to go.
It's drying.
It's just
Drip
They washed it.
For this boss, if you play this game casually, you're going to be like, man, this boss sucks. Because what the game intends you to do, kind of, is to run across the room and bounce these lasers back up at his eyeballs. But you can just stand in the center of the room there and kill him really quickly and get 2 hits every time rather than just getting 1. The funniest thing about that is that in the credits for the game, which we'll watch after this, it actually explains how to do that very strat, to just stand in the center of the room and you can kill the boss easily. The level and credits tell you that. Time is going to be coming up here in just a moment when we get this last hit. Time. And that was Puggsy.
GG.
That was probably the worst I've had a run go in 7 years of running this game in marathon, so that's fantastic.
Don't say that. Just pretend like it all went perfectly. Everything was intended. That was the rare 3-shoe strat that you only use on marathons. You know.
As you can see, Puggsy got his spaceship.
Perfectly.
He's flying out of here. He's getting into outer space, and we get this lovely, very, very Amiga demo scene, credits cutscene, which gives us all kinds of fun facts. So yeah, we can definitely, if we got any more donations, we can get those, and then we can wrap it up here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, while we're watching the credits, can we get some shout outs going? You did a wonderful job.
Yep. Shout outs to, I saw a lot of people that hang out in my stream in the chat, so I love to see that. Thank you all so much for coming out and supporting this great cause. wonderful marathon that GDQ put together, showcasing all kinds of people that definitely should get more attention on Twitch. So that's awesome. See here, I saw the shout outs: Egrets, Gert, Tesseract, I saw Peebs, Snurdibirds, who else? My wife Zelenka. Anybody else I missed? Sith Toast, another one of my good friends. Thanks for being here. Everybody who watched, thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoyed the run, you want to see more of it, I mean, I would say you could follow me and maybe you'll see it more. I don't run this game a ton anymore, but I also did get Mega Bunk into AGDQ as a backup run, so maybe you'll get to see me there in a month. That gets moved into the marathon. And then also big shout outs to my commentators, Tristan and Sharif. Thank y'all so much for helping out. As you can see here, there's over 50 levels in this game. We only saw like 30 something of them. Also, there's a thing that says keep an eye out for Puggsy too. I'm still keeping an eye out, just waiting patiently.
Every day.
Every day.
Still waiting for it.
There's a maths problem in here too. If you solve the math problem, you get some bonus levels. And then right here in the hints and tips, it gives you all kinds of nice hints and tips. But the king can be defeated much more simply if you stand just to the right of him when he fires his lasers. So it tells you exactly how to do it. But yeah, that's all I got. If Sharif or Tristan have any shout outs or anything that they want to get out of the way, we're pretty much at the end here. Thanks for watching.
I guess in lieu of that, I want to share the anecdote of Drex just asked, like, hey, do you want to commentate Puggsy? Didn't tell me anything of what it was for. And I'm like, oh, I'm down to commentate anything at any point, at any time, anywhere. I said yes. And then I got dragged into, the planning for the event. It's like, oh, as, specifically neurodiverse non-binary myself, like, oh, this is perfect. I'm really glad GDQ, the Hotfix group are doing this. It's really cool to me to be part of it as well. That's all I wanted to say. What about you, Sharif?
Yeah, and just thanks for having me. And Drex, I'll see you at AGDQ.
Yep.
Yeah, well, thank you all so much for that awesome run of Puggsy. That was great. The Little Seed 3 shoe strat. Really appreciate that. But with that, my friends, we are going to go ahead and end things for tonight for the D&D special. Thank you all so much for raising over 3.7K for the AWN network just today alone. Your donations will go towards a lot of things, but among those, they include information and resources to ensure that autistic and disabled people know they are not alone. So before we turn it over to the replay for tonight, we currently have a goal for 4K total raise for AWN, and we will unlock the Boss Endurance Challenge for Kirby and the Amazing Mirror tomorrow morning. It is a boss rush mode where we will complete every boss in the game in less than 10 minutes. So with that, stay tuned as we replay our first day of the event coming up after this, and we will see you all tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for day 2, celebrating